Hello, everybody. As many of you know me as Big Al inside the game, I'm going to start today and I'm going to do a video on Frodo and Sam. Anybody that knows me knows that's my favorite commander. I want to first start by talking about how people think that Frodo was nerfed. Yes, he was nerfed a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. See, his Hobbit Adventurer skill used to be would add defense to your units. But here's the thing. His two skills that are most important, Master of Bag End. When it's full, it's reducing all damage received by Frodo and his unit by 30%. Not only that, but he also gets added unit defense. Then Ring Bearer. When this is maxed out, you get a 35% chance to evade damage. Okay? So that's 1 out of every 3 rounds. The extra defense that Hobbit Adventure used to give, yeah, it was a nice little bonus, but it really wasn't that important. Because with Frodo and Sam, you're going to be running in non-role play a Great Beast, which is the absolute best unit you could have for him. And that provokes for every round inside the battle. Guess what? If Frodo and Sam are taking 75% of the hits throughout an entire battle, the rest of your formation doesn't need as much unit defense. So, yeah, the extra defense was nice, but it's not a big nerf. Now, Frodo and Sam's adventurer skill is going to give their units plus attack, and it's modified by command stack. And that is all you are going to add on Frodo for equipment is command and unit defense. So you are going to get a lot of extra unit attack. Nowadays, with the newest updates, there's going to be a lot more gills running around. There's going to be a lot more Theodens running around. And both of them, and many others, run off of troop damage. Okay, so how is this a bad thing? It's not. This is why I recommend Frodo and Sam to all free-to-play players. They are still the best take in the game without relics. When you bring in the relics into the equation, that there might be a different story. But free-to-play players, it's easier to get the T2 Frodo and get him to where he's usable. As a free-to-play player, you're not trying to kill every enemy that you can. Yeah, that would be nice, but it's just not realistic. So, when you're building Frodo, okay, even at R5, respect level 5, okay, you're going to get 72 points, skill points, at level 50. First and foremost, you want to fill Master of Bag End. That's his most important skill. The second is Ring Bearer, but you do not want to start filling up Ring Bearer till you have at least 5 points. The reason is, this skill gives the commander a 25% chance to succumb to madness each round. Yes, Frodo and Sam are not going to do much damage to yourself. Let's face it, they're hobbits, they're weak. But guess what? We don't want that because we want our skills to still land on Frodo and Sam. So, if you only are able to put 4 points in during the season as you're leveling up, put them in Adventure before you do Ring Bearer. But once you're able to get 5 points in Ring Bearer, fill Ring Bearer next. After those two are filled, then you go to town on Hobbit Adventure. Okay. Once you get it to 5 points, it affects all 4 formations. So that's all 4 formation units are going to have a lot of added attack. plus mine's are 10. So at a level 50, I'm able to fill all 3 trees. So I'm getting plus 10 hit points for my great beasts, or swan knights, or trolls can all be used. I'm getting plus 5 unit defense as well. And then remember this stat boosting attack? Well, also I'm getting plus unit damage stat. Again, Frodo by himself is not going to increase your unit damage. That's for commanders like Gil or Theoden. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you some equipment. Another reason why Frodo and Sam is so viable for free-to-play players. These are the best in slot purple equipment for Frodo and Sam. Okay. I think Fortitude is the absolute best gear set effect you can get for Frodo and Sam. With Fortitude, and if you have all 4, you're getting 12% less physical damage each round, and it lasts for the entire fight. Okay. So you see here, I'm looking for unit defense and command. Those are the 2 skills that are most important when you're building a tank. Okay. Horseman's Helm, same thing. Unit defense, command. The Superior Hauberk, same thing. Unit defense. And then hit points. And the Drums of Mordor, unit defense and command. See, you don't have to worry about filling him up with gold, especially for free-to-play players. This is how I run mine throughout the season. Right here. Yes, I know the Lord of Arcane skill doesn't help me much, but I gained 40-ish command points, okay? I also gained a little bit more unit defense by using these. They're not ridiculous. They're not strengthened to max. They're not refined to max. But there's not many whales, regular whales, that will kill my Frodo and Sam. Krakens, yes. Kraken is a Kraken. But as far as whales, they are not going to be able to kill my formation with Frodo and Sam with great beasts. There's all different kinds of options. I'm going to go into the Matham chest so I can show you the different options for the equipment for them. Okay. Reckoning is absolutely the best gold weapon for him. Okay. The Lang is another very good one. It gives a lot of command and a lot of unit defense. As far as armor, okay, right there, High Elf Hawbuck is the absolute best in slot for Frodo. You can also use something like a Durance Plate. It gives just a little bit less unit defense, but is still good. Now, Silver Harp is the best accessory. And this is where it becomes a toss-up. Some people think the Defender of the Mountain is the next best one for the tank as Frodo. My personal choice right here is the Reins. It's going to give you unit defense plus 8 by itself. It's going to give you a little attack. It gives you high command, but also gives you less speed. As far as the stats are concerned, speed is not that important on Frodo and Sam because it's all right for them to be slower because you want the opposing formations to attack him. Next is the helmet. Best in slot is the Cask of the Submerged Isle. I do not have that. Second best is the Herod Cask. Okay, there is a couple other options that you could run, but those are the best. Same thing with purple. And I'm going in this also for the free-to-play players. Oh, wrong one. The Cutlass is the best in slot. The next is the crossbow. Here, you're going to want the Hawbuck as first, but the next best would actually be the hunter skin, just because it gives unit defense. These other ones aren't giving unit defense. As far as accessory, the Horseman's Helm is the best. It gives you the most defense and the most command. Here, Shield of White Hand some people use. I messed up. Okay, for the accessory, the Drums of Moria is the best. You can use something like the Shield of the White Hand. Even the Bone Talisman does as well. But for your free-to-play players, you're better off saving your talismans for your damage dealings, because that is the best in slot for damage dealers as a purple item. Okay, now the helmet. Right there, the Horseman's Helmet is the best helmet, and the casque is the second one, the Arnor casque. You're going to get a lot of different formations thrown at you. Frodo and Sam, in my opinion, has the most options that won't be hurt by enemy commanders. Sauron, for instance, one of his debuff skills is attack, defense, and focus. Guess what? Frodo and Sam run off of command, not attack, focus, or defense. Same thing with Witch King. So, like I said, I recommend Frodo and Sam to any free-to-play player. It's cheap, it's easy. He will keep you alive in battles. Well, I hope my video was somewhat straightforward and helpful. Again, please be nice. This was my first video. And I will see you guys soon.